think to just the characters that aren't necessarily canon characters, I'd really like to hear his thoughts on. And
I think mine would be like, why did Galadriel have to suffer so much? Like, by the time that we meet her, like, she's lost so much.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
I mean, you just kind of go, is this what you imagined? Did I do it right?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Let's cut to the chase. Amazon Prime's Rings of Power is not Tolkien. That's why fans are angry. And Prime wasn't ready for the Fellowship, so they weaponized the cast and triggered the hashtag heroes to make this all about race and false praise instead of the lore. And now, as a consequence, you have Business Insider reporting about Amazon's desperation to have Rings to be seen as the streaming champ, to be seen as number one regardless if they win the audience or not. Because if the series fails, Prime's days are numbered. So I say, let them reap what they sow. Welcome, everyone. It is always a great day when I get to spend it with you, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. Up is down, failure is success, and lies are truth. And the Rings of Power has gambled their studio's future that people would embrace tokenism instead of Tolkien. And that's backfired big time. So Amazon has circled the wagons. Their shills are attacking the fans, and critics and celebrities are singing their praises.
You smell something, Rabbit?
Fear.
The smokescreen is failing, and the cast isn't helping that much. See, in a recent interview, each actor was asked what would be the one question you'd have to ask J.R.R. Tolkien what he would think of the series. Isn't that right, Ismael?
I think there's a lot of conversations about non-canon characters, but also female characters, characters of color. There's a big conversation happening that is, I mean, I would like to have that conversation with him. I do think he would give a resounding F yeah, you know, that we're doing what we're doing.
Thank you, Mr. Cordova, for as always gracing us with your elegance and eloquence. But I don't think a Don of Oxford at the end of the Victorian era would embrace your vulgar identity politics. But A+ to you, sir, for continuing to push your Hollywood social justice bingo ideology. Marigold, we haven't heard from you in a while. What question would you have for the professor?
I personally would like to know how he feels about the world of the Halfwoods.
Yes.
Because I think we've done him proud myself, but I would love to sit and chat with him about them and the history that we've made for the Halfwoods. That would be my number one.
Well, you're in luck, madam, because he's already answered that. Letter 19 to Stanley Unwin. I shall certainly now, if I am allowed, publish the parts of the great history that was written first and rejected. But the surprising success of The Lord of the Rings will probably cause that rejection to be reconsidered. Though I do not think it would have the appeal of Lord of the Rings. No hobbits. No hobbits. I think that answers the question. Now, if their disrespect from these culture vultures makes your skin crawl and you want to join the conversation, welcome aboard. Push the subscribe button down below and help me grow the fellowship as we grow our voice to be heard all over the world. We have a lot of work to do, my friends. Amazon insiders say its $1 billion Lord of the Rings series will determine the company's streaming future. If we can't make it successful, why is Amazon Studios even here? That's a great headline from Business Insider, and it's a great question. See, all Amazon Prime had to do was follow the recipe. If they didn't know anything about the legend anymore, they didn't love it, didn't want to put their heart into it, all they had to do was faithfully adapt it by understanding it, by researching it. They had to respect John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, follow the canon, and then understand the Fellowship. See, they have a built-in army of allies numbering in the hundreds of millions from day one. If they would have made this the series it should have been, we would have been allies instead of enemies. But Prime didn't follow that path. They chose pride over passion. The reason why it's going to succeed is because the executives at Amazon need it to succeed. If it doesn't succeed, there's going to be a big question from Andy Jassy and the board, said one former senior Amazon studio exec. If we can't take this piece of IP and make it successful, why is Amazon Studios even here? Is that the way reality works? We need it to succeed, therefore it will. We wish it to succeed, therefore it must. Well, then, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Word from those who've seen episodes is positive, and several industry insiders predicted to Insider that Amazon will find a way, regardless of actual viewership, to surround the trumpets of victory. Or have you heard that before? Claiming victory without winning and failing upwards. That's the Hollywood way. Do we have to read anything else? I don't think so. The rest of the article goes on to talk about what type of metric, how they're keep pushing the line to what will be considered winning. See, if they win an award at the Golden Globes, that'll be a victory for Rings. It'll be number one. If you sign up for Prime membership because you want free shipping so you can buy cheap Chinese knockoffs, that'll be a victory for Rings. If you haven't watched any streaming series on Prime in 30 days, but you go now to watch it when Rings is playing, that's a victory for Rings. If you are intent on watching this series, I ask you, wait 30 days, wait 60 days, wait till the series is over, then binge the whole thing. That way you're not giving success to the people who hate you and are mocking what so many millions love. Because you may not regard Tolkien in high esteem, but one day, if you don't stand the line and hold it with us all now, they're going to come and butcher something you truly do care about. Now, the only thing standing in their way is the Fellowship, and they want to knock us down. They want a war of wrath. If they want that, well, then we're going to give them hell. So you all go out there and lead by example. Let them hear you roar. We never bow down. We never bend the knee. Firmly defiant. Step up, stand tall, and get busy living your best life now, always forward.